Thank you so much for coming. I see a lot of familiar faces. Who is totally new to Shantideva Meditation Center? Is anybody? No? Yes? Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hi. So my name is Jennifer. I currently serve as the director of our center, and it's really a team of volunteers and supporters and people coming together to make this happen. So we're really fortunate tonight to be able to host Geshe Soepa. All of us are part of a lineage and part of an organization called the Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition. I think as many of you know, our spiritual director is Lama Zopa Rinpoche, a very, very high being who has a lot of compassion. Of course, that's the topic for us tonight. And our founder was Lama Thubten Yeshe, and our spiritual guide and inspiration is His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And people have been working behind the scenes to make this teaching happen. We're so honored to have Geshe Soepa here. He's so humble, so of course he would never talk about himself. But if you look a little bit at his biography, you can see that he's really dedicated his life to the Buddha Dharma. He received his full ordination vows from His Holiness Ling Rinpoche, who is the senior tutor of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and he received his Geshe degree actually in the presence of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and he received his Geshe Larampa degree, which is the highest honor that can be conferred. And Geshe is the term for spiritual friend. So he's really dedicated his life to becoming our spiritual friend. And tonight he will talk about cherishing others and the power of compassion. Because English isn't his native language, he asks for help in interpreting and making sure that people understand his words, and that will be done by Gus Coots. A lot of you know him as our Discovering Buddhism facilitator. Right now he's in the Lincoln Tunnel, and he's coming very soon. So I think Geshe-la will lead us through some prayers first, so thanks for your patience. And if you're interested to stay for the weekend and haven't already, please just see someone with the name tag or visit us at the registration table at the end, and we can get you signed up for the weekend. So thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, my English without grammar. The old time learn. I think I go Germany, Munich. Then first I learned German 6 months. That not work for airport. The airport need English language. Hindi not using, Tibetan not using, Nepali not using. Only using English. Then I learned airport language. I think I was 50 years old. I start. Then later my friend Geshe Tashi, he invited me to London, 6 months over there. Then I learned. I have 42 teachers. Every day, 2 hours. I don't understand, but just learn. Yeah, now nearly 60. January, then 60. I can say I'm lucky, or I can say I'm unlucky. Too old. Oh, the lucky, no die. Some people young time die. Anyway, I think ghost come, he repeat then better. Otherwise, my pronunciation, enunciation, all grammar, all funny. I'm not shy, I can tell. Yeah, beginning we do, I don't know, you are Buddhist or no Buddhist, doesn't matter. We recite Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, that 3 times, that is Pali language, and for Buddhists, Buddhist very important. Even Holiness Dalai Lama, he using all over everywhere Buddhist, gathering together. Sri Lanka Buddhists and Thailand and Chinese and Japan and Tibet, all together. Then this using this Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, that language, Pali. Buddhist language, important Sanskrit Pali. Buddha, he speak baby time, he's young teenager, I think that time he speak 46 different language. Never learn just automatically. Also 46 different letter. In Kanju I saw that. Kanju means Buddha's teaching, 100 biome, maybe they have. Buddha speaks, 46 different language. Yeah, most popular Buddhist texts, Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, those things. Hinayana sutras, most they have Pali language. I think 40 biome. Mahayana and Vajrayana all together have 108 biome. Biome means you understand it. Maybe if don't understand it, please immediately criticize me. Make correction. Very, very helpful that. Yeah. Some people understanding, but some people not understanding, but immediately make loudly. Yeah, 108 biome, all Buddha's teaching. Oh no, Shakyamuni Buddha's, he 55 years old, he became enlightened. He go in testing for religion. I think he start 29, then he looking solution. He became compassion. He became he can see or samsara. Then he tried new idea. Yeah. Therefore, he escaped from palace. He checking that time 6 different religion. All learn. He not satisfied. Then later, himself discovering that Four Noble Truth, 6 perfection, his teachings all himself understanding, his experience. Anyway, Buddha, he speak 46 different language. Also Pali, Sanskrit, very important. Mahayana, Vajrayana, most these texts in Sanskrit they have. Also now, long ago, translate in China, and also 9th century translate in Tibet. Very good translation. Tibet letter is not old, exactly similar Sanskrit. The sound different, shape different, but translate easy each other, system same. Sound completely different. Yeah. Please. Now good. Yeah. Yes.
So sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, that Pali language, Sanskrit language for Buddhist texts very important. Then have translation, Tibet, Chinese, they have Hinayana, Mahayana, Beja. I think full in Tibet language that Buddha's teaching all translate into Tibet till 108 biome. I mean just Pali language we using Buddham Sharanam. Yeah. Yes, I think you understanding that. Yeah. Now we do Buddham Sharanam. Buddham Sharanam. Buddha means wake up, completely ignorant, wake up. Buddha Sharanam means Buddha, he have energy, something energy. Gacchami means like Buddha, you are Sharanam, your knowledge, your experience helping me. I go from fear to fearless.
From fear to fearless.
Fearless, yeah. Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Dhammam also, Dhamma means 22 different meaning. Dhamma means peace. Dhamma means non-violence. And Dhamma means how to call beneficial. 22 meaning. Dhamma means not allowed people become ignorant. Don't make ignorant, not allowed cheat. Sometimes quack religion cheat people. Quack
religion.
Quack religion cheat people, Quack doctor.
Quack doctor, yeah.
Dhamma means really religion not allowed people cheat. Yeah, Dhamma means Buddha's experience. Don't believe. Analyze. Analyze also need analyze. Too much analyze also something not okay. Not analyze just devotion also something wrong. Analyze has measurement something. Analyze what Buddha said, what good, what bad, what is reality, beneficial, not beneficial, it work, not work. Analyze also analyze. Otherwise, too much analyze. Dhammam Sharanam means Dhamma have energy. Gacchami means also that makes you from bad to go getting better. Sangha Sharanam means also like Sangha means some practitioner. That also Hinayana practitioner, Mahayana practitioner, Vajrayana practitioner, they have. Hinayana practitioners against attachment and meditate, shamatha, upasana, and try give up all delusions, against delusions. Mahayana's more important compassion, they of course against angry and that things, ignorant. Hinayana's they say root of samsara, attachment. Mahayana say root of samsara, ignorance. Must fighting ignorance, but they also they don't want to become escape from samsara because they wanted helping. They need skill, they need courage, they need compassion, but they say, if sentence being remain, till I remain, not want to escape. Arhat say, I escaped, samsara is very dangerous, I must escape. That Hinayana self more important, self more quickly liberation. Mahayana, how much problem have other been beneficial? I can bear, I can go hell, no problem. I wanted helping. That is best, good job. That is Mahayana, very courage need, good heart. Vajrayana, basically Mahayana wanted helping, but they quickly, a special skill or quickly something get energy, they're trying. Vajrayana, something, a special meditation, a special deity yoga, something wind yoga and something, then they control mind, ignorant, also ignorant mind together have wind. Mahayana, Hinayana only control mind. Vajrayana control mind with together wind. Wind control, then mind control easier. That different method, But I don't know who doing. Maybe Melarapa doing. Nobody do difficult job, Even holiness difficult. Holiness say. He try. Anyway, that is different topic. Vajrayana Sangha, Mahayana Sangha, Hinayana Sangha. That is Buddhist, Also okay. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Buddham means good guide, maximum top quality guide. Guide, teacher or guide, captain or what say? Leader, yeah. Maximum qualified guide, That is Buddha. Also, we need, baby time mom is good guide. Then immediately can't go college. But first go A, B, C, D learn. We need many different guides. Buddham Sharanam means good guide, helping me. Good guide also every religion need, no religion need. Everybody, every being, even animal also need good guide. Dharma means good education, good experience, maximum top quality, but also different need. Sangha means good example. Good example, we need example makes more. For example, Mother Teresa, how is she doing? How is her life in how crazy? But every woman same, but nobody doing. That is a good example, Example need, many good example need. Good guide, good education, good example. Also, Buddhists say Buddha means good doctor. Dharma means perfect medicine. Sangha means like nurse or helping people. Yeah, we are sick people. What sick? We have attachment sick, extreme view sick, wrong view sick. We don't understand. Everybody have ignorance. How this sickness, how to... Yeah, therefore we need good doctor, good guide, good medicine, good education, or good practice, or experience, good companion, or good example. Yeah, like meaning like Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam. Meaning understanding, then easier. Buddhists, non-Buddhists, all something have the good example, good guide, good experience. Yeah, everybody can do. I think I saw in India school also doing. There are many different religion children. All they're doing Buddham Sharanam. This is no problem. Thank you.
Sure. So Geshe was explaining that in Tibet, they have the translation of the complete teachings of the Buddha, from all the different levels. They all got translated into Tibetan, and it's presented in 108 volumes, everything that the Buddha taught. And then Geshe was saying, though, that we say Geshe likes to follow the tradition of saying the refuge formula in Pali, which is the language that was spoken by the Buddha. And Geshe was explaining each piece of that formula that we recite and what it means. So in the first place, when we say Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Buddham is referring to the Buddha. And the easiest way to understand what Buddha just means awakened, completely awakened from ignorance. Another way to explain what Buddha means is a guide. It's the perfect guide, the highest, the most beneficial, highest possible guide. And then there's also the metaphor of ourselves as sick patients with the sicknesses of attachment, the sicknesses of extreme view, the sicknesses of distorted view. And in that context, Buddha would be the doctor, the best possible doctor. And then Sharana has a real quality, a real power, in this case, to help. And Gacchami means I go from a place of fear to a place of fearlessness, from a place that's bad to a place that's good. I go in an improving fashion. So that's the meaning of Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. And then the next piece, which is Dhammam. Dhammam is referring to Dharma, and Dharma has 22 different meanings. It means, for example, peace, or it means not harming others. It means it's as if it were like the true religion. Geshe was saying like a quack religion. If you follow a quack religion, then you can cheat others, you can fool others. But if you follow a true religion, then you can't do that. You can't harm others, you can't cheat others, you can't add to others' ignorance. So Dhammam, Dharma, is a real experience, a true experience. It's like a good education. And if you use the metaphor of ourselves having an illness, Dharma in that context would be the perfect medicine. And Sharanam, again, having a good quality, a real power to help. Gacchami, again, we go in an improving direction. And then the third piece is Sangham. Sangham, Sharanam, Gacchami. Sangham is referring to the Sangha, which is those who can serve as examples to us, those who can be our companions on the path as we try to improve. And in the metaphor of the illness, they would be like the nurses. So, Geshe was saying we all need good examples. He brought up the example of Mother Teresa, who he says, all women are alike. It's not that she had something special, but she was doing something that very few other people are doing, so that she's a good example to us. She's a very good example to us. And so again, those who can serve as an example and who have sharanam, like who have like that real power, that real experience, then we go in a positive direction. Geshe was explaining that Sangha exists at all levels of Buddhism, from Hinayana. In Hinayana, which is first level of practice, those who practice at that level are trying to get rid of attachment, trying to get rid of the afflictions in their mind so that they can escape from samsara. They see how dangerous samsara is, how painful samsara is, and their goal is to just get out as quickly as they possibly can. The focus there is the bulk of the focus is on the self and how can I get out. But they have Buddha, they have Dharma, they have Sangha. Then the next level is the Mahayana level. And on that level, the emphasis changes to compassion. Compassion is seen as the most important piece. And of course, we still want to fight the afflictions, we still want to get out of samsara, but the attitude in Mahayana is, as long as there are people suffering, I need to stick around to help. I don't want to just escape from samsara. I need to be here, I need to help. No matter what problems others have, as long as I can be beneficial, I will stay. And that takes a tremendous amount of courage. And then another level, which is actually a piece of Mahayana, is called Vajrayana. So again, there still the emphasis is on compassion, but Vajrayana is making use of special methods to make the process a lot faster. So whereas in both Hinayana and Mahayana, in both of those levels, we're only working with the mind, at the Vajrayana level, we're also working with what's known as the subtle winds, which are forms of subtle energy that are connected to the mind. And by working with those winds, we can achieve a lot of effects a lot faster. But then, of course, Geshe points out that this is in theory, because if you look around and say, who's really able to do this, who's really practicing this, it says, well, maybe Milarepa, who's a famous saint from ancient Tibet. Geshe points out, even His Holiness the Dalai Lama says it's very difficult for him. He says, I try, it's very difficult. But that's the idea, anyway, of Vajrayana. Geshe also pointed out another interesting piece, which is that in Hinayana, the main source, the main cause of samsara is said to be attachment, whereas in Mahayana, which includes Vajrayana, the main cause of samsara is said to be ignorance. So that's also a distinction there. And then Geshe was pointing out that all of us need these three elements. All of us need a guide. All of us need a perfect experience, a perfect education, and all of us need companions who are perfect examples, no matter what our religion is, and no matter if we have no religion. And at different levels, we'll need a different level of a guide. So, for example, Geshe was saying, if when you're a baby, it's way too soon to be guided by a college professor. At that level, the best guide is your mother. And so as you progress, you need guides at different levels. You need examples at different levels, and so forth. But no matter who you are, no matter if you have a religion, you don't have a religion, what religion you have, or even animals, we all need a good guide. We all need a good experience. We all need good examples. And so Geshe is saying that this formula, this refuge formula, even though it's coming from the Buddhist tradition, is something that can really easily, without any conflict, be applied by anybody, Buddhist or not Buddhist. And in fact, in some schools in India, Geshe was saying, everybody will recite this formula together, even though they have many different traditions, because it's a very universal need.
Thank you. Yes, also refuge, that is big power. If sometimes sick or sometimes danger, and they call Buddha name, Dharma name, Sangha name, some holy, reality holy, not only Buddhist holy, other religion also have holy. Yeah, who call is okay. you know, if children have problem, then they're calling mom, so mama, something says. Similar, animal also have problem, they're calling mom and their companion, you know. Yeah, that is similar. They're calling Buddha, you know, we call Buddha. I remember some very funny story, but we don't make time. Yeah. Bhutan say Muslim God is dead. They're calling very loudly. Without loudly, he can't hear. Similar, they joke. They're really telling. Anyway, we must have problem called Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. This life also helping. Also, yeah, you can call God, you can call Jesus, you can call. It's okay, good one you can call. Hopefully some changing. Yeah, Buddhists, they say, this life have problem, only call Tara also okay. Call Cherishing also okay. Story, one tiger come, one young daughter, she take flower, but tiger biting. But she know cherishing. She called cherishing. But tiger not eat. She put in downtown. No eat. Yeah, that story sometime happen. Anyway, Buddha Dhamma Sangha call in house danger and something danger helping. Also long ago in ship or boat in
or a boat,
water. And animal come and storm come, big problem. Then they're calling Buddha. Or some story they're calling Arhat. Then became storm,
calm.
Peace, calm. Yeah. That Buddha Dhamma Sangha call or offering also good. Sometimes you something eat, all holy beings offering. Yeah. Also something similar logic, some beneficial that yes, that maybe understanding.
Do you understand? Yeah.
Yes. That good. We do now repeat. You imitate me. Buddham, Sharanam, Gacchami, Dhammam, Sharanam, Gacchami, Sangham, Sharanam, Gacchami, Buddham, Sharanam, Gacchami, Dhammam, Sharanam, Gacchami, Sangham, Sharanam, Gacchami, Buddham, Sharanam, Gacchami, Dhammam, Sharanam, Gacchami, Sangham, Sharanam, Gacchami. Thank you. I think this is powerful. If you have some problem, you can recite something helping. You know. Yes, today we main topic. Like compassion, loving kindness, cherishing other, that talk. Yeah. That is really, yeah. That yes, cherishing other, on that topic, yeah, important we must learn and practice. Both needed. Without learn, practice also difficult. Yeah, just learn and never practice also need practice and learn together. Learn very familiar this thinking and also try. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Geshe, so Geshe is saying, so tonight's topic is about caring about others, and loving kindness and things like that. And so he's saying that it's very important that we have two elements involved in that. One is learning about it, and the other is actually practicing. Because trying to practice without having learned, it becomes very tricky, very difficult to do. At the same time, trying to learn without practicing is a very limited, in terms of the benefit. So we need to try both things, learning, becoming more and more familiar with the subject, and at the same time, trying to put it into practice.
Yes, compassion is all religion telling. Buddhist telling, Hindu telling, Christian telling. I think every religion, they respect compassion. That is good. Who is more doing compassion, that is religion more beneficial. Also beneficial, reality also sometimes not same. Not reality, but still big beneficial, That is, Buddhists say, point of view.
Perception?
Perception, yeah. Buddhist perception or view. They say, need reality to try. Beneficial, of course, important. If no reality, beneficial, but good. One day you get problem. If that is no reality, if reality beneficial, then good. Number one. We try reality need, what you believe, what you practice, what you doing. That is reality and beneficial need. Yeah.
All religions teach compassion. Hinduism, Christianity, Buddhism, they all teach compassion. And in fact, whichever religion happens to be the one that's teaching compassion the best, then that's the best religion. That's how central compassion is. And from the Buddhist point of view, you can say that some things are not exactly in accord with reality, but they're still beneficial. So that's fine, Okay, so maybe it's a little iffy, exactly how real a certain perspective might be. But as long as it's beneficial, that's fine. Still, from the Buddhist point of view, if something is beneficial but is not realistic, then it's just a matter of time before you run into trouble. So from the Buddhist point of view, the very best thing to do, the very best thing to study, familiarize yourself, and practice is that which is both beneficial and in accord with reality.
Oh yes, yeah, that we must learn loving kindness, compassion. That is good. If religion, non-religion, all need. This is, I think, very, very. Compassion is more important than God. compassion helping us, We baby them, mom and father, mother, sister, daughter, that helping us. Without them, they have no compassion, they're not helping. Compassion protects us. We know sick, everything okay, but then we forgot the protection. But if you ill, you become old, you have problem, still need helping other people. Other people need compassion, Without compassion, then no one helping. Compassion helping everybody. Compassion is more important than Buddha and more important than God. Compassion helping, I don't know God and Buddha, I can't see. Compassion, I can see some people have good heart, good compassion. That helping me. yeah. That is helping. Compassion is, like that. Compassion is must learn. We each other need compassion. Compassion also have limitation compassion, limitless compassion, direct compassion. Compassion also many type compassion. Direct compassion is Buddhist Mahayana telling. That is, I think, very huge one or maximum top quality one. Direct compassion. We try, but we all living beings have compassion, but limitation compassion. Still compassion, but sometimes very danger. Limitation compassion. Limited compassion. Limited compassion. I wanted helping my children or my son. I must kill other fish or something. I give them. I kill fish, I give dog. Similar, that compassion, you have compassion for dog, you have no compassion fish or chicken or that compassion, limitation compassion. Till limitation compassion have good result. Some people, Bodhisattva Avatara say, Bodhisattva Avatara, the text say, some people headache. You wanted to give medicine. That is compassion. You get a lot merit. But that time not danger. not doing other cheating, other killing. But wanted give medicine, But that also limitation compassion. But limitation compassion sometimes danger. I wanted my party. I don't want to help them. That is the limitation, altruistic mind or limitation compassion. Limitless need. Limitless we must learn. All living being, different body, different shape, different eye, different ear, different face, but some have tail, some have no tail, but they all want, we are all same situation. They want it happy, they don't want it suffering, That is, they have compassion. They are ignorant. We are all have ignorant. We have stubborn. We don't know. We wanted good one. Everybody wanted good, but we are ignorant. But same. That need, this thinking must learn. Therefore, if you helping without harming help, loving kindness means like, loving kindness, compassion, quite similar. Compassion wanted, or say, expel problem, or compassion wanted eliminated problem, suffering, overcome suffering? Overcome suffering. Yeah. Loving kindness wanted they're happy. I would like you make happy, everybody make happy. I may all have happy, something prayer, some wish, some also directly doing, indirectly doing, making happy, Compassion making, where have suffering, I must help, I must, uproot this suffering, That is compassion, loving kindness. If you have compassion, you have loving kindness. You have loving kindness, you have compassion. But still different mind, different, little bit subtle different, If you have compassion, definitely you have loving kindness. Like you have loving kindness, you have compassion. That is you have compassion, you have no loving kindness. Then that is impossible. Compassion. Limitless compassion we must learn first. Limitless compassion, Buddhists also have, non-Buddhists also have, Hindu also have. Limitless compassion. Many religions have. Many religions have compassion, but sometimes limitation compassion. Limited compassion. But great compassion, then more motivation, more intention, great compassion.
More intention?
But I will tell later better. I think now, we must learn limitless compassion, immeasurable loving kindness, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable equanimity, immeasurable joy. That is, one have, other possible you have. If only one have three without, then impossible. Like that is same group. Thank you.
So Geshe was saying, we all need compassion. We all need compassion. If our mother didn't have compassion for us, if those who raised us or who helped raise us didn't have compassion for us, then they wouldn't have helped us and we couldn't be here. So, in fact, you could even say that compassion is more important than God, or compassion is more important than Buddha, because you can ask, for Buddha's help. Whether Buddha is helping or not, it's hard to say. I can't see Buddha. But you can see that other people's compassion helps you. You can see that directly. And, of course, there's different levels of compassion. There's a limited compassion, and there's limitless compassion. And then there are other levels even beyond that. But limited compassion, sometimes it can be dangerous. Like if you have compassion for your children, and so you kill fish to feed to your children, or even if you kill a fish to feed to your dog, then that shows that you have compassion for the dog, but not really compassion for the fish. So it's still, even then, even though there's a dangerous side to it, even that it is compassion and there is benefit to it. you know. And then even sometimes limited compassion in some cases doesn't even have a harmful side at all. Like if somebody has a headache and you want to relieve them of the headache, and so you want to give them medicine for that, that is limited compassion, but there's no downside. You're just trying to give medicine, you're just trying to make things better. So what we want to try to do is to help without harming anybody else, without cheating anybody else. But then there's limitless compassion, which is what we really want to strive to get. Limitless compassion is recognizing that all beings are the same in wanting to be free from suffering, in wanting to be helped. Even though some of us have tails and some of us don't have tails, some of us have one shape, others have a different shape, different faces, different ears, that's all different, but we are all the same in wanting to be helped and not wanting suffering. So that's something that we need to really familiarize ourselves with that way of thinking in order to attain limitless compassion. And limitless compassion is something that's taught in many religions. Some religions teach limited compassion, some religions teach limitless compassion. But it's not something that's unique to Buddhism. And then there's a distinction between compassion on the one hand and loving kindness on the other hand. They're very close, they're very similar, but there is a slight distinction in them in that compassion means wanting to remove suffering where it exists, wanting to uproot suffering. Wherever you see suffering, there I need to help, there I need to remove that. Loving kindness is wanting to create happiness, wanting people to be happy. So there is that distinction. They are two different minds according to Buddhist philosophy. And at the same time, you can't have one without the other. It's impossible to have compassion and not loving kindness, or vice versa. They kind of go together. And then even more broadly, when you speak of limitless or immeasurable compassion, immeasurable loving kindness, there's also a concept of immeasurable equanimity and immeasurable joy, rejoicing in the happiness of others, for example. And again, even though those are four distinct things, they come as a set, they come as a group. You can't have one without the others.
We say, may all sentient beings have happiness, all unhappy beings have happiness. We say that happy means without harming happy allowed. With harm, happy no allowed, not dharma. If you have happy, other one have problem, not allowed, that happy. Happy allowed, you have happy rights, not allowed harm other being. Without harming happy rights, okay. Happy rights? Happy rights. Human rights.
Right to happiness, right to happiness. Right to happiness.
Yeah.
Like entitled to having the right.
Politics talking, they say human rights.
Yes, like that.
Yeah. Human rights, happy rights.
Happiness rights.
Yeah, happiness rights.
We don't have that term, but it works.
Yeah. Happiness rights, allowed happiness rights, but without harming happiness rights, okay. With harm, then these rights, no, okay. Yeah. That is, happy means feeling, and sometimes misunderstanding. Attachment is no. Attachment, happy, different. Angry, suffering, different. Suffering is feeling. Suffering bring angry. Happy bring attachment. or grasping, clinging. Attachment give up, happy not need give up. Happy also without harming happy. Also happy, many happy, with harming happy, without harming happy, or contaminated happy, uncontaminated happy, so many kinds of happy. We have no uncontaminated happy. Uncontaminated happy is like we all living beings have Buddha nature, or primordially pure mind.
Primordially.
Yeah, primordially pure mind, nature mind, that uncontaminated mind. That is come out, is great happy. But we covering, we know using, but have, but never disappear. Anyway, now my topic again, we deep. Happy attachment different. Attachment must give up. That is delusion. Feeling is different, no delusion. Happy feeling is no delusion. Suffering feeling is no delusion. Suffering feeling is like karma's result, no karma. Karma's result. Suffering, sick, or that is no karma, that is karma's result. You previous life something hit or did, cheat, that result coming, You became happy, that is previous life you did generous or something helping, or this result you became happy, Happy, no karma. Suffering is no karma. That is karma's result. Karma's result is no karma. Karma means causes, seed or something like. Anger, you are suffering, you not bring anger. That is must you deep this between need maintaining or concentration or wisdom, something need. We have something very, very suffering, unhappy or something. That being angry. Angry later coming, First you have unhappy or suffering. Then second being big. Angry or that between you need idea, that is a Dhamma practice. This between go or something meditation or wisdom or analyze or you need between. Also, you get happy, and happy bring attachment. This between have practice or wisdom or how to control or that they need. Happy and attachment different. Suffering and angry different. Therefore, important we need must learn detail. What is attachment? What is angry? How this causes condition? What is this antidote? Possible perfect antidote have or no existing. That is important study. That is Buddhist, they're telling detail attachment recognize, and anger recognize, jealous recognize, proud recognize, ignorant recognize. Ignorant have many different type ignorant. Fundamental ignorant or first ignorant, Yeah, ignorant also many. Ignorant means one. But till check ignorant, lot. Different antidote need. That is really Dharma learning or Dharma try, Dharma means only ritual nice, but not much, Dharma means that kind things, points learn, detail learn. It's Anyway, my topic, we're going. I say loving kindness. I wish all sentient beings all have happiness. Means with minimum without harming happy. That you must know. Harming and cheating happy, no okay. I wish all sentient beings have harming happy, never say. Without harming happy. Or best uncontaminated happy soon get. That is highest, like that, loving kindness and also compassion, limitless compassion. Many religions have, not only particular Buddhists. Buddhists, especially Mahayana, they're telling great compassion. Great compassion means all living beings, hell or all your friend, your worst enemy, not allowed to give up. Everything include, not single one exclude. All then wanted from three types suffering. That is a great compassion. Also, not only this life, every life. That is biggest compassion, this compassion that Buddhist texts say, not only Buddhists, some people have been in hell. Shakyamuni Buddha, his previous life, he was hell. He can see his companion, he get great compassion. Beginning in hell, immediately negative purify. Great compassion come, you immediately purify. He immediately purify, hell life finish. He passed away, reborn in heaven. That is his biography, his story, Compassion, great compassion is like that much power. Immediately something changing. Also good healing. If you have really good compassion, you will sick, heal. Medicine, of course, but sometimes without, medicine doesn't help. Then nothing to do. You need compassion. Practice is best. That is compassion have 1 minute changing. Great compassion and limitless compassion, that is a big power. For you, very helpful. Of course, for them, very helpful. You not allowed for compassion practice and my beneficial. That intention, motivation, not allowed. completely other no suffering, other happiness, that okay, me no take care, no me for my beneficial. That is Maya now. If you want it, I am liberation, my beneficial, then you become Hinayana. But still no bad. This but Maya now is more crazy, you know. Hinayana, no much crazy, but still intelligent escape, you know. Yeah, please.
So, you know, when we have this wish of loving kindness, that we want all beings to be happy, we need to kind of be mindful of the idea that we want that to happen in a context where they're not gaining their happiness by harming others, you know, because there's different types of happiness that we can have. One type of happiness is whatever happiness we get in such a way that we're harming others, we're cheating others. But then another type of happiness is the happiness that we have that we're not hurting anybody else. So from that perspective, it makes a lot of sense to talk about, you know, as Geshe kind of coined the term, I guess, happiness rights. You know, kind of like we have human rights, we can have happiness rights. We can really fight for our happiness rights so long as those are not harming anybody else. Then there's also the distinction between contaminated happiness and uncontaminated happiness. Because even the happiness that isn't harming anybody else, it can still be contaminated happiness. Uncontaminated happiness, that comes from our Buddha nature, you know, that which we have, all sentient beings have in them, that has the power to become enlightened, to become limitless, and that when that right now we're not really using that. We all have it in us, we can't lose it, but we're not really putting it to use. When that is really kind of let out, when that manifests, when that's put to use, then that's the highest happiness possible, and that's uncontaminated happiness. So we want to strive, you know, at the very least for a happiness that isn't harming anybody else. But even better would be to strive for that uncontaminated happiness. And one distinction that's important to make is sometimes we think that happiness is the same as attachment, or that suffering is the same as anger. And that's not really true. In the Buddhist presentation, happiness and unhappiness are two different types of what's called feeling. It's translated as feeling. But even though in the West we normally use feeling and emotion interchangeably, that's not the way it's being used here. Feeling is referring specifically to either happiness, unhappiness, or neutral. You know, or any intensity of any one of those. So feelings, in that sense, they're not afflictions. Afflictions are things like anger, like attachment, like aversion, and so on. Another point is that happiness and unhappiness are not karma. They are the results of karma. When we feel unhappiness, when we have a problem that makes us unhappy, that is the result of some negative karma we've done in the past. When we have happiness, when we have comfort, that is the result of some positive action we've done in the past. But the happiness itself, the anger itself, is not karma. So the goal is certainly not to give up happiness. The goal is to experience happiness without attachment. Because the way we normally go about it is happiness arises first, and then subsequent to that, attachment arises to whatever we think is bringing us that happiness. Or, on the other hand, unhappiness arises, suffering arises, and then subsequent to that, anger arises at whatever it is that we think is bringing us that suffering. So the key is that there's a space in between those two moments when the feeling arises and the affliction follows. So that it's in that space, it's in that in-between time that we can apply the Buddhist methods. So that's when we can apply mind training techniques. That's when we can apply concentration. That's when we can apply wisdom. in order to be able to experience happiness without attachment and to be able to experience, while we must, suffering without anger. And so Geshe-la was explaining that beyond limitless compassion, there's even a concept of what's called great compassion, which is, it's like limitless compassion in that it takes as its object all sentient beings everywhere, the hell beings, and all your worst enemy, everybody with no exception. But it's distinguished by the fact that it wants all beings to be free from what's called the 3 types of suffering. So it's basically all sufferings excluding none. It's not just one type of suffering. And that's as high a level of compassion as you can get. And when we practice great compassion, that in itself has a tremendous amount of power. So the story is told in the Buddhist biography that many, many, many lives previous to manifesting as the Buddha, he was actually born in hell. And it was in that state, when he looked around at the suffering of other beings in hell, that he first developed great compassion. And that is such a powerful thing that the moment he developed that, he purified all his negativities, he died in hell, and he was reborn in an upper realm. So the moment we develop great compassion, there's a huge purification that comes with that, to the point that it can even help in healing. If we are very sick, of course we take the medicine, but in those occasions when the medicine can't help, then we really want to focus on practicing great compassion. That has the power to heal. At the same time, as long as we're following a Mahayana path, we don't want to go into the practice of great compassion only with the thought of how it's going to benefit ourselves. You know, if Geshe-la says if our concern is to benefit ourselves in the maximum and fastest possible way, then we should become Hinayana practitioners, which is okay, which is perfectly okay. But if we're practicing from a Mahayana perspective, then we really want the motivation, the intention that's drawing us into the practice to be concerned for all others, all others. Say, my benefit, I don't care. I need to remove the suffering of all others. That's the Mahayana way to practice great compassion.
Yes, definition, great compassion, great loving kindness, great compassion. Champa Chimbo, Nyingji Chimbo, something say, Tibetan term. That a special, definition need without completely 100% without my beneficial need. The great compassion, 100% other beneficial. Also, great loving kindness, 100% other happiness, not my happiness. That is a great means. Other compassion, loving kindness, sometimes half, sometimes limitation, sometimes limitless, many types you can understanding. Not that great compassion, 100% not my beneficial, 100% great loving kindness, like that difficultly learn, If that come, good one, how to come, you need reason. So many, we can see, we don't want other being helping. Ugly, I don't want helping them. They are bad behavior, bad doing. They're doing bad, they're drinking alcohol, tobacco, they're killing each other. I don't want helping. That coming, We difficult generate compassion, How to, that is great compassion, Yeah, really, even more important, enemy. Also with generous practice, you give something, food or something, helping medicine or something, all sick being, even more beneficial, they say. More beneficial, you give father, you give mother, a special connection. You give enemy. You give beneficial being. Some people have big organization, big helping. He ill, she ill, helping, that is a more beneficial one. One father, mother, and also your enemy ill, you must help. That is a more hard one, but more biggest merit. That, yeah, Mamma Mia. yeah. Something difficult to learn, but the enemy, how to help, that is also like come from passion together.
Patience?
Patience or tolerance together. Yeah, compassion with together 6 perfection need. Great compassion, generous party, compassion, morality, compassion, without lazy or effort.
Joyful effort.
Yeah, joyful effort. Compassion, concentration. Compassion with wisdom need. Compassion with prayer need. Wish, prayer. Yeah. Compassion, great compassion, not only single. Great compassion together, 6 perfection, 10 perfection, all need. Otherwise, how to get it? Yeah, definition important. With 100%, not my beneficial. That important need, great compassion. Other compassion, sometimes mixture, attachment together. Attachment, compassion, quite sometimes similar. Attachment helping like, I need he, if he ill, he something problem, then that's my problem. That attachment, attachment, my beneficial. Or deep motivation, intention, they never say, but intention like my beneficial. Compassion is intention 100% their beneficial, not my beneficial. But sometimes mix, half attached, half also compassion. Compassion, attachment is parent of compassion, they call. We have no attachment, we don't want helping them. Yeah, compassion, but still attachment is deceptive mind, deluded mind. Attachment is 90% exaggerate something. Anger also 90% exaggerate. If really detail analyze, you can find this result. Anger exaggerate. Jealousy too much exaggerate. Attachment also exaggerate, but we never checking, Attachment arising, we immediately follow. Anger arising, immediately follow. Look like animal. But we are human, must check. Animal is nothing to check, They have never go to school. But animal have no school. Therefore, animal just the natural something understanding that is all. But animal maybe have a school, I don't know. That make joke. Yeah, anyway, little bit can learn animal also. Yeah, get at compassion definition like that. You know, I clarify. I make more clean.
Clarify.
Clarify, yeah. English vocabulary, typical. Yes, compassion. Also, if you have great compassion, loving kindness, compassion with together passion need. Without passion, your compassion is only 1 minute. Then, 10 minutes later, you don't want. Yeah, that compassion without passion difficult. Yeah, passion, yeah.
Patience.
Passion, yeah. Tolerance, important need. That means compassion opposite anger, angry, or hatred, or what's
hatred.
That? Hatred is must know, recognize, and how obstacle for compassion. You must to know. Also,
Miserliness.
Yeah. If you have compassion, you miserly, then difficult help them. Miserly also not only money, not only food. Miserly, you are intelligent. You give intelligence. Teach them. If help means immediately money give. No. You don't need money. You have so many things to give. Yeah. Anyway, miserly and morality opposite. What say?
Immorality.
Immorality. Passion opposite anger. Also harming mind. And then laziness also. If you have compassion, you are very lazy. But lazy is worst delusion. Concentration. Also wrong view. Wisdom opposite wrong view. Yeah, extreme view. Yeah, need opposite. How to master know opposite. Also non-opposite. How, compassion.
The non-opposite.
Like passion and generous, and that is non-opposite, I mean. Opposite means miserly, angry, jealousy, that things.
So the positive,
Positive, yeah. Positive and negative, both must learn. Otherwise, how to generate? Difficult. That things learn and try. Then how arising or welcome you say, then you must control them. Anger and something coming. Yeah, please.
So, with great compassion, did I say this already from last time? With great compassion, we want to focus also on our I know. Okay, on our enemies. In fact, it's to the point where in the teachings it says that, for example, if you take the example of generosity, of giving, if you want to give, you want to help everybody, and it's wonderful. But within that, the most powerful objects, there's a certain set of beings that helping them is the most powerful. So that would include your mother and your father, because you have such a close connection to them. It would also include beings who have been of tremendous help to you in the past. It would also include beings who are in a position where they are of great help to many others. Like if they run a very helpful organization and they're in need of something and you help them, that's a tremendously powerful act. And in that same group, it includes your enemies. So helping your enemy is an extremely powerful, positive thing to do. In the same way that helping those other beings in those other categories. And of course, as Geshe says, Mamma Mia, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Jesus is doing that.
Yes.
He have great compassion.
Yes.
He did this. What say his enemy.
Yes. Yes. Very
Good example.
Yes. And so part of the definition of great compassion is that it has to be 100% about others. It can't include the self in that. Because normally most types of compassion we have, it's kind of 50-50. It gets mixed, For example, most types of compassion that we have come together with attachment. There's a kind of thought that, I need him or I need her, and they're having this problem, so that becomes my problem. So I'm going to help them because really I'm helping myself. So yes, there is some compassion in that, but there's also a lot of attachment in that. Even though we never say that that's our intention out loud, that can often be at the heart of what's motivating us. For something to be great compassion or great loving kindness and so forth, it has to be 100% about the others. And great compassion, it needs to be combined with each of the 6 perfections, or in the expanded explanation, each of the 10 perfections. Even though sometimes these words are in the singular form, it makes it seem like it's a single one thing. Really, there's many of them. There's a lot. If you don't have a lot of it, then what makes it so great? Geshe was saying. So you need to have great compassion together with generosity, together with giving. If you're very miserly, then it's very difficult to say that you have great compassion. And miserliness, is not just about money. That's what we often think of. But it can be about intelligence, for example, about understanding, about knowledge. If you have a lot of intelligence, if you have a lot of knowledge, then you want to give that to others. You want to share that with others. So even though sometimes we think like, generosity, okay, I'm going to give money, Geshe says, no, that's not the way to think. You don't need to have money to be generous. There are so many.
You can catch that. That's also, compassion.
Yes. So if you have that skill, if you have the skill of swimming, you can save somebody's life who's drowning. That's compassion. That's generosity. There are so many things we can give. Great compassion needs patience. And patience is the opposite of anger, the opposite of a harmful mind. And Geshe was saying, if you have great compassion but you don't have patience, then it's only going to last a minute. 10 minutes later, you're not going to want to be compassionate anymore. So it's very important to have those together. Then great compassion needs to come with what in the Buddhist tradition we call joyful perseverance or joyful effort, which is the opposite of laziness. Because if you're very, very, very compassionate, but you're also very lazy, you're not going to get very much done. In fact, laziness is the worst of the afflictions for that reason.
But if you have too much compassion, you automatically busy. I think can't stay. Lazy, I think don't find opportunity.
You won't find an opportunity to be lazy if you have great compassion, because there's just too much to do.
Yeah. That means they have compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's busy, very busy, you know. But still ill, but still busy, you know. That is compassion making. I think have compassion, lazy, automatically destroy.
And then great compassion needs to come together with wisdom, you know, with understanding. And great compassion needs to come together with what's sometimes translated as prayer, with a wish, you know, as an aspiration, and so on for all the different perfections. We need to understand, when we think about the 6 perfections, we need to understand both sides. We need to understand the positive side, and we need to understand the negative side. So we need to understand what is meant by generosity, and then what is meant by miserliness, what's meant by patience, what's meant by anger or a harmful mind, and so on for all of them. We need to understand all of that very well so that we can work with these things and find our way.
Yeah, that is important. For I think not really Buddhist. Everybody need master to know is cool also. What is angry? What is loving kindness? What is harming mind? What result? Yeah, something is opposite. Master to learn. That is a Buddhist text they're telling, but universal education. That is, you don't need to become Buddhist. You must to know attachment, anger, ignorance, also opposite, compassion, loving kindness, and that positive, negative, must learn. But you don't need, I am Buddhist, don't need. Whatever, okay. But also today holiness is telling that how to make future world peace. We must teach children in school, teach that what is laziness, what is mazaladi, what is generous, what is harming, what is these things, these things, very good topic, necessary. We have in full, every living being have inside, attached, ignorant, but not only Buddhists had. Everybody have had, but then they have attached, anger, jealousy, all compassion, loving kindness, all something need to develop, something expel. That need necessary, not only Buddhist people. That makes world peace, much harmony. Otherwise, I don't know, then make big problem, That is holiness. He's a big mind. He telling that, publicly telling. That is necessary, I think. Learn that without religion. But religion people had is more, but non-religion people had same, had poison. We have poison, medicine, have same. We need to develop medicine, mind poison, how to eliminate it, mind poison. We don't know mind poison. We have so many mind poison, mind medicine. How to develop, how to eliminate it. That is important, that learn and try. Try, that is we just first only make prayer and wish. I wish there no any more suffering, all living being, all sentient being, something. Just make wish, every day wish, many times. And I wish all living being have happy something. Yeah, if they have already happy, without harming happy, wonderful. I enjoy like that poem measurable, I wish people no any more ignorant, extreme attachment, extreme angry, extreme religion cheat, politics cheat. That people unhappy, became extreme. That people unhappy, then make trouble, They not enough compassion, wisdom, clever, not enough. I wish they will get compassion, wisdom, perfect wisdom, clever. They become equanimity, peace. That is just mind training or wish training. Then slowly something try. Street side or something where they need medicine, where need education, where need... Beginning slowly, immediately you can't do Jesus similar, Buddha similar, can't do. Then you immediately can't go college. You must go, this ABCD learning, step by step. Even you immediately not allowed give your eye and your head or your arm, not allowed to give up, giving practice. Immediately passion also, immediately somebody kill, is okay, you kill me, not allowed. You must need other method. You must, without angry, you must discussion or you must, without angry fight. Immediately you, whatever you want, you do, not allowed. Not allowed. You need wisdom. Passion also, compassion. Passion with together, compassion, wisdom, that need. Anyway, if you have compassion practice means if you respect loving kindness, you respect compassion, then you want it all living being, you don't want it to give suffering. You have compassion. You don't want it to give suffering. Then you don't kill. You want it, they are happy, They have happiness or happy. Happiness. They have happiness. You want it, really, 100% want it. That is loving kindness. Then you don't make trouble them. You must help them. That is loving kindness practice. First you killing, give up. Stealing, give up. Cheating, give up. What's that? Rap and rob and robber or rabber. What's that?
Raping and robbing.
Raping, robbing, and black business or what's that?
Blackmail or
No, cheating, business, something sell, lot money, but need government law according, okay, allowed to government, legal business, okay. Illegal business, then no, okay. something needs system. Of course, you also, that is your job. You need something. But illegal, illegal, then, for example, monk, nun, they're doing that, then no anymore monk, anymore nun. Illegal business, monk, nun also not allowed. Legal also, if they need something, allowed. Even monk, nun, allowed. Legal business. Illegal, then the vows break. Yeah. Anyway, you have compassion, you killing, give up, stealing, give up, cheating, give up. Or that all give up. That is killing, give up, cheating, give up, that come from compassion, loving kindness. Otherwise, why? If you have loving kindness, don't eat meat. Is that too much for you? No, because indirectly killing. Directly not killing, but human existing, then million animal killing. Human buying, If human no existing, animal free. Nobody killing, Them each other killing, but very little. Human killing, then every day million. That indirectly problem, That is the reality. You analyze. Also, that killing, stealing, that is killing include eating meat or that egg or that. Also, no good health. Also, dirty food. God never eat because goddess never eat blood and that. Really God, demon eat, demigod eat. Then they have vision, wrong vision. Then they say, you kill 1 million people. You become liberation, they say. Wrong visions coming. Then you believe, then you war or something doing. Some people devotion make demigod or demon vision. They believe vision. Mother Teresa also believed vision. She heard because God said you must no anymore none. You must help people. That is good, something. She have vision. Mahatma Gandhi also have something vision. That is God vision. Sometimes they have devotion, demigod and demon come, then wrong telling. They think believe, then doing very wrong. Vision is 3 type vision. Good vision, bad demon, demigod vision, and medicine vision. If you have some medicine, you can see many things. Medicine vision, yeah. Anyway, compassion, how to practice? Compassion practice means killing, stealing, give up. Killing opposite, save other life. Children, old people, sick people, even animal or some Africa, they have so many sick people. They teach, they need idea, they need medicine, they need education, That is a compassion practice, which country need, I don't know. I understanding Africa more people problem, Also, I don't know, South America or Asia, wherever. Also America, wherever they need everywhere. That is compassion practice. Killing opposite, save. Stealing opposite, pay back or generous. Sexual wrong mass contact opposite, you must take some vow or commitment. Need vow?
Vow.
Yeah, vow. They have different religion. They have vow, and commitment need. Buddhists, they have upasika vow. Upasika. Then they say only he using his wife, she using his
Her
husband, but that vows something have. Also, the other religion maybe have that. Lying opposite. You try beneficial, correct. Each negative have each positive. That is practicing. That is compassion, loving kindness practice. I do loving kindness, you must something. No, you killing, stealing, that is give up. That is still loving kindness. Why you loving kindness? Why? Also many reasons. Buddhists using reason. All living being is our father, mother, being sister, being.
Has been.
Yeah, even one single being, million, limitless, my father, my mother, each other did. That reason. Also, Buddhist reason, we are, me and you, no different. My happiness important, similar, your happiness important. My problem important, how to eliminate it. Similar, your problem, my problem more important, your problem less important. No, we are all same. That is one reason. One reason, only my problem expel, other problem not expel, not okay, like Ebola, similar. You have no Ebola, but you must expel other people. Otherwise, you get Ebola. Similar, you must, you not yet Ebola, but you must help them, otherwise you soon heal. That is similar. Other have problem, you sure you have problem, you get problem. Therefore, some reason like that. Also, Buddhists, some believe I help sentient being and Buddha, Bodhisattva all enjoy. Therefore, I do. Some also Christian, I help, I do, God enjoy. Or something like that. That also other reason. But Buddhist reason, most, their situation, they need helping. Therefore, this reason very strong need, how to, you need analytical concentration.
Analytical meditation.
Analytical or living being or this big mind need. Also, if you have good heart, Buddha, Bodhisattva all enjoy. Maybe who is holy God and Buddhist perspective, they don't, Buddha say, not, he don't believe one creator God, but God existing. Hindu God, Shiva, Ram, and all, what say this, all existing something. Christian God existing. If you pray, something helping, but no creator. That is Buddhist perspective. Buddhists say, Christian God existing, Hindu God, that's existing. Muslim God, I think this God, demigod, we don't know. Also, this is different analyze. God or demigod, which vision come, what they're telling, million people killed telling, then maybe no God, that is. What visions coming, we don't know. Something have vision. They have devotion, Too much devotion, no analyze. Then vision come, vision say you must kill that. Then that is God or demigod or must check. Just believe that is God, I have vision, then not okay. That is God or demigod. So many demigod also coming. Demigod and hungry ghosts.
Hungry ghosts.
Hungry ghosts also make the vision. Sometimes vision is no perfecto, no perfect.
Not perfect, yes.
No perfect. Vision is you don't believe. If you have vision, your mind changing positively, maybe that is correct one. If your mind still attached anger and no changing, something solved, something hurt, but no correct. Vision makes sometimes big problem. Devotion and vision, not analyze, big problem. Anyway, compassion is, we do compassion, God enjoy, Buddha enjoy, holy being enjoy. Also they enjoy. That reason, Also you have good heart, always successful. This life, all the time, next life. If you have always negative mind, harming mind, you no successful. This life, next life, always many obstacles. That is nature, Good heart people always health better, mind more happy and more successful. Negative mind, painful, no success. God not like, really God not like, maybe demigod like, I don't know. Really God not like, really Buddha, the holy being don't like. If you have harming mind, negative mind. You have good heart, all holy God say, Buddha say, all living being like, that look like that. Compassion, practice, good heart, important, generate. Good heart, every day try. Good heart, don't need pay, don't need buying. Just good heart, generate, try. Negative mind come, immediately you recognize. Oh, that is not good for me, no helping. That is obstacle. That is makes me more
Unlucky?
Unlucky, yeah. If good hearts come, more you successful, lucky. Therefore you must. That is a good religion practice. Thank you so much. I telling a lot.
So Geshe was saying it was usually when, if we were to analyze when attachment comes up, we'd find out that about 90% of it is an exaggeration, is a distortion, is a lie. If we were to analyze when anger comes up, 90% of it is a distortion, is a lie. But normally we don't. Normally the moment it comes up, we just follow. And in that sense, we're like animals, But we're not. But we aren't animals. We're human beings. We have the power to analyze these things, to discern these things, and to see the reality. Because animals, they don't have school. They don't have they don't have an education. But we have that opportunity. In fact, these topics, are very important to include in the education of a child. To understand what is compassion. What is anger? What is laziness? What is joyful perseverance? These are very important things to be included in education. His Holiness the Dalai Lama says, this is universal education. This isn't something that just Buddhists need, because we all have these poisons in our mind, and we all have these medicines in our mind, It's not just inside the Buddhist head that you'll find attachment and aversion. It's in everybody's head. And so we all need to learn the skills for how to make as it were, the mental medicine seeds grow and thrive, and how to eliminate the mental poison seeds. Now, the important thing is when we start, in the beginning, we start with wishing. We think, oh, I wish that all beings were free from suffering. I wish that all beings had happiness. Whatever beings already have happiness, I rejoice in that. I'm so glad of that. I wish that they had more. And you just leave it at that level. It is only later, when you already have a kind of a basis in that you start acting on that you start doing, that you start trying to go out and make it happen. Because we can't we can't just immediately jump in and act like Buddha or act like Jesus. In the same way that we can't immediately jump in and go to college, we first need to learn our ABCs, and then we progress levels. In the same way with this topic as well. And so what we wish, we wish that beings were free from suffering, wish beings were free from ignorance, we wish beings were free from extreme views, extreme religious views, all this type of thing, because that's really the way to attain world peace. It's we normally think that it's somebody else's problem. If somebody else is suffering, if I'm not attached to them, it's their problem, it's not my problem. But the attitude we have to have is similar. It's kind of similar to the attitude we have about the Ebola virus right now, which is, I don't have Ebola, but somebody else has Ebola. It's very important that that they be free from the Ebola, because otherwise I'm at risk myself. There's no such thing as their problem or my problem. It's our problem. So it's similar like that. That's the attitude we need to have about these things. Geshe was also talking about, in terms of religion, in terms of visions that we can have. He said there's 3 types of visions. There are visions that are really coming from pure beings like gods or Buddhas, and then there are visions that are coming from misleading beings like demigods or hungry ghosts, as they're called in Buddhism, like spirits, as it were. And then, of course, there's visions that come from drugs, from biological causes, from things not being in balance in our nervous system. So it's very important to distinguish, because otherwise, a vision may appear, it might look all serious and all, have all that shape and all that, and say, you must go out and kill 1 million people. And that's not coming from a Buddha, that's not coming from a God, that's coming from some kind of misleading spirit, and that can make all sorts of trouble. So it's very important not to just have faith, because visions, Geshe was saying, visions they can exist, they are possible, so the experience might be real, but it's very, very important to be very careful and analyze, where is this coming from? We need to always have all of this combined. Everything needs to come with wisdom. All the 6 perfections need to be combined. Great compassion needs to be combined with patience, with generosity, and all of that combined with wisdom as well. Is that it?
Yeah.
What am I missing? No? Okay.
Yes, I think 10. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think, try. Good wish important. Negative wish control. Positive wish generate. Then more successful. Yeah.
Oh, I remembered something Geshe said. It's important. I remember, I'm sorry. Geshe was saying, in order to be able to generate these positive feelings, we need to have a good reason, And so Geshe ran through 4 reasons that come up in Buddhism. One of the reasons that Buddhists use is we think that all sentient beings have been our fathers and our mothers countless times, each being. Another reason is that we understand that there's no actual difference between us. It's just that, like, I don't want problems, like, I want happiness. It's exactly the same for others. Mine isn't more real, mine isn't more important than others. And that's actually the heart reason. That's the bottom line reason that we use as Buddhists. Then some people also think in terms of, if I have a good heart, if I have compassion, then the Buddhas rejoice, the gods rejoice, they're happy with me. So if that motivates us, that's great, we can think about it that way. And then another reason is that we do benefit from these positive feelings. Our health is better, things go well for us. We have, it's as if it were like luck, things kind of go our way when we have this. As opposed to if we have a very negative mind, then we're always in pain, we're always frustrated, things never seem to work out for us. So these are 4 types of reason, but the main one, really, the one that underlies it all, is to understand that there's no difference in terms of my needs for happiness and other beings' needs for happiness. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Now we dedicate all living sentient being, this life, next life, all the time, develop our great compassion, great loving kindness, and perfect wisdom, concentration. All sentient being, develop, and also all sick people's. Physical sick people and mental sick people, wrong views, they're also changing, get remedy or wisdom or medicine, physical medicine. They become recover. Bodhisattva what say, all eye blinds can see. Deaf people, deaf beings, all can hear. All they wanted education, they get education opportunity. All pregnant women easily baby come. All babies look like Tara similar, Mother Teresa similar, or Jesus similar, Jerez is similar, reborn, good, Mahatma Gandhi reborn, similar, new baby, good, easily reborn, also unhappy being, all became happy, also without rain, country became rain. That's so many things we all dedicate that all good holy beings, long life, also big beneficial. Also doctors get intelligent wisdom, they make medicine. New medicine, more sharp, more good medicine. I think many dedication